So, you know, like I know, that Japanese commercials, TV commercials, are different, right? They're very different from the ones in the West. And you might be asking yourself, why are Japanese strange TV commercials a real thing here? There's quite a few different answers, but one thing I learned after living in Japan for almost 20 years now is that many Japanese people don't understand why Japanese TV commercials are so strange, to be honest with you. Like, I talk to Japanese people, my students, and things like that, and sometimes we even review TV commercials, and they're like, yeah, I don't really understand that at all. But the interesting thing is, when we look at American TV commercials, I think it's the same thing as well. So I think commercials are really strange all across the board. If you really take like a outsider's perspective at some of the commercials we watch, like it's really weird. Especially me being American, when I watch like American TV shows or the Super Bowl or some things like that with my family, they just looking at me like, what is that? Like, that's weird. That's so unnatural. And so I think every commercial that's from a different culture is weird, right, to people outside of that culture. But Japanese commercials are kind of weird. There are some really, really weird ones that don't really make sense. And what I've come up to the realization is they're weird for the sake of being weird. Like, basically, what I think they do is this. By the way, this is just my opinion. What I think they do is they have a core person or concept or something. Mainly, it seems like there's one actor or celebrity that they want to get for the commercials. It used to be Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt when I first came in here. George Clooney used to be huge for like smartphone commercials and stuff like that. So it used to be foreign people. Now it could be a cute Japanese actress or a celebrity athlete or things like that. But they choose the talent that they want and then build some concept around that talent, even if it doesn't make sense, to put that person in a funny, cool, or cute situation. It doesn't really matter what the situation is, but as long as it grabs the attention of the viewer and makes them think of the product, that's fine. Actually, now that I think about it, I remember talking to someone who was a TV producer years ago, and I think that's what that person said to me, that the main focus is the talent themselves, but the product and how it comes together isn't really a thing. It's just grabbing people's attention. Now, there are some brands that are notorious for their commercials. The first one that pops into my mind is UFO Noodles. So their concept for advertising is they make these wacky, crazy, weird commercials that don't really make any sense to Japanese people either. But you also have like Boss Coffee, which I remember like 10 years ago or 15 years ago now. Tommy Lee Jones was the main actor in that. And he was like, the concept was like he was an alien that visited Earth. So he had weird superpowers and he was just putting all these weird everyday Japanese situations, but it's Tommy Lee Jones with like lasers coming out of his eyes and stuff like that. It was really weird, right? But it got people's attention. Tommy Lee Jones was plastered all over billboards all over Japan. It was kind of crazy. Another one, which for over 10, 15 years ago, was the SoftBank family commercials. They ran for a long time. Now, this was a series of commercials where the father was a dog, the older brother was a black dude. I actually ran into him one day, and he was a really cool guy. I said, "Oh, you're the SoftBank guy," and he was like, "Yeah, what's up?" I was in front of the video rental shop, which lets you know how how long I've been here, and he was going into the shop, or I was coming out, or something like that. But we said, "What's up?" You know, I gave him some dap, tell him, you know, keep up the great work. And he was in those commercials for like a long time. They ran for like 10 or so years, but it's basically a weird Japanese family, but the dad's a dog, the older brother's a Japanese guy, black guy, and everyone else is Japanese people. Like, and you know, it doesn't make any sense on the surface of it, but again, it grabbed everyone's attention. It was wildly popular. They used to have like a statue of the dog outside of the SoftBank telephone company offices in Ginza, I think. So again, it's just what grabs people's attention, makes them think, makes them talk about things. So yeah, basically there is no answer, easy answer. But if you think about it, like commercials in your home country are probably pretty weird for people who are not from your country. You're just used to that style of advertising. And even if there is something that's weird, zacky, or wacky or strange, you just accept it as it is. Like the way I tell Japanese people to understand American commercials is they're either sexy, cool, crazy, fun or slash funny, or heartwarming. Those are basically the four patterns that we have of commercials in America. I never thought about that until leaving America at all. Commercials were just commercials. But if you really think about it, those are the four categories that they are. That's it. I don't know what categories Japanese commercials fall under at all. I'm not even going to try and categorize them, but I would just say take them at face value. Don't try to think about the logic of the commercial, because many times there isn't much logic to the commercial. It's just a situation, a celebrity person, and a product, and they're put together in ways that entertain Japanese people and make them think about the product and remember it so that they'll buy it. That's it. That's probably what every commercial is, to be honest with you. But let me know with a like and a comment what you think. If you have any other questions or comments about Japanese TV commercials, let me know, and I'll holler at you next time. Peace.